Sheree plans an over-the-top sip and see to introduce her friends to her glam baby, Mecca, and discovers a decade-old family secret. Marlo hosts an event to honor those who have been through the foster care system. Production kicks off for Todd, Tucker, and Kandi Burruss' steamy new movie, and Drew Sidora clocked in to deliver an Oscar-worthy performance. Sorta. Hello, everyone. It's me again, Delightful Soul, and welcome to my channel, Delightful by Design. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for tuning in. And as always, I appreciate your support. Delightful by Design is where you can get my delightful and unbiased opinions about the latest news, celebrity, and reality gossip, and other things of interest. That's why I would like for you to click the subscribe and like button and tell me what you think about this episode by delightfully leaving your comment below. The show opens up with Cynthia meeting at Kenya. Cynthia makes note that she has been married and divorced, and Kenya is still going through a divorce. The show opens up with Cynthia meeting at Kenya. Well, guys, Sonya's pregnancy is confirmed by Dr. Jackie. Now, if there's any pregnancy reality star in Atlanta, then you best believe that Married to Medicine star Dr. Jackie Walters made an appearance. This season, it was Sonya Richards Ross who visited Dr. Jackie, accompanied by Aaron Ross, her husband, and their little one, Zeus. Sonya learned she was about 5 weeks pregnant. Guys, this is one of my favorite couples, and I wish them all the blessings. Now, it's all been leading up to this. Kandi and Todd officially started filming the Todd's movie, The Path. He planned an intense shooting schedule where they filmed everything in 10 days. Regardless of schedule, Todd was confident in the acting skills of their leading lady, Drew. And I wonder why. They filmed the movie in their home. Yes, Todd and Kandi's house. So that meant that the highly anticipated girl-on-girl scene with Drew will be taking place in Kandi's bed. Weird, right? Drew nailed it though, regardless. Kandi and Todd explained that shooting the movie in their home saved them a lot of money. There's no need for props. They have plenty in Kandi's dungeon. Who needs to pay for craft services when you can go into Kandi's tar box and grab what you want and what you need to make one of those type of movies? Fans of the show said that the movie gave straight up Tubi energy. Drew was fortunate enough to have a nice trailer, presumably parked in Kandi's backyard. In the privacy of her trailer, Drew expressed a slight disappointment about the production budget for The Pass. She told her assistant that it's gotta be Lifetime or better moving forward. She should have told her manager. Now, why would my yellow be there? I know it is. She's in the movie, but why? I was waiting for her to introduce the partially failed BS. She got the reaction she needed from Drew when she introduced her recorded video claiming that night in Portugal when Kandi claimed that Drew and LaToya kissed. I guess Drew wasn't in the room when Mayella recorded cousin Courtney saying that itch. Like Kandi, it wasn't, seen. Clearly, who cousin Courtney was talking to and about. But Mayella wants to incite the BS. Cousin Courtney denied calling Drew a itch and said she doesn't refer to women in that manner. However, the editors had footage to prove otherwise. That means she said the word, but it still is not clear she was talking about or to Drew. And if she did, so what? Maybe she felt that way about Drew. Drew hasn't been pleasant in many cases with his double standards and all. But on another note, some say that nastiness from Todd and Kandi was just unnecessary and it's getting old. Certainly, there's were other scenes they could have shown from the movie and avoid fans finding out that the nasty scene was recorded in their bed. Yes, Kandi and Todd's bed. But y'all see how well Drew played that lesbian role? Well, let's talk about that later with Raph. Marlo gave an event whereas she honored people who was once in foster care and is doing well in their community. Scotty showed up and Courtney, Sonia, Sheree, and Marlo were looking very disappointed when she thought Sheree wasn't going to show up. But she made it. And it was on the same day of her sip and see party. So that was a good look on Sheree's behalf. Marlo said on her site, I founded my Glam It Up series because I know what it is missing in a young girl's life when she is not with her own family, and I know how easy it can be to forget to believe in yourself and to dream. As best as I can, I want to try to fill these gaps and help young girls dream. That is a great defeat when any adversities is overcome, especially growing up without family. I wish a brighter light can be shined on foster care. In response to the conflict, Drew said cousin Courtney is now just Courtney. She's been demoted, and they're going to have a serious conversation in the near future. But with Drew's relationship with her husband already on thin ice, is fighting with his cousin on reality TV going to help? Now, Drew was feeling uncomfortable about the questions Raph were asking her about the scenes. Like, did you like it? Did you kiss her? And more. It's like he was taunting her. Now, all of us are aware of the kissing rumors, and at this point, but Raph's expression gave me, I know you enjoyed it, as if he knows more than he's telling. Whereas the movie The Past had a low budget, Sheree Sip and See didn't have a budget. And I know, and I'm going to already ask, everyone is thinking, and I'll say it. Were those people paid? Or did they get their money before they set up everything? Okay? Well, the bulk of this episode revolved around Sheree planning this over-the-top party to show off her granddaughter. She met with the party planner and proudly proclaimed that there's no budget for the party. She will have everything, Sheree said of her granddaughter. When the sip and see came around, it was clear that there wasn't a budget. Thousands of balloons and flowers lined the halls of Chateau Sheree. Realistically, this party was more about Sheree. When Drew pulled up to Sheree's Sip and See, she immediately called Kandi in a panic because a man who quote-unquote assaulted her was also at the party. I was thinking that Drew was about to make a moment all about her. It turns out the person in question was Anthony, the assistant. Remember last season when the assistant told Drew that Sheree owed him money? Now, it was probably Drew who owed him money. He said something to that effect. Apparently, a lot has happened since then. Drew and Anthony fell out, and he threw a shoe at her one night at the club. And although Anthony was spreading rumors about Sheree there, now they're good friends. So Sheree said he was the one who introduced her to Martell Hope. Ultimately, Drew refused to enter the party because of Anthony. She felt like Sheree was trying to set her up which might have been true because as soon as the cameras got within 10 feet of Anthony, he started throwing shades and attacking Drew appearances. So he claimed that she owed him money. So first it was Sheree owed him money, and now it's Drew. Honey, get your 15 minutes of fame. In this episode, so now that we allegedly know how Sheree met Martell, can we also get the tea on how Martell knows Miss Anthony? I have a question too, Mr. Mention It All. The party brought out many people. Even Bob Whitfield showed his face. We haven't seen him on the show in a minute, and he used the Sip and See party to make his baby announcement. That's right, Kandi did the Lord's work and asked all the questions. His nonchalant responses left the entire cast gobsmacked when he revealed he had another adult daughter. Despite being married for years, even Sheree didn't know about this whole other human that Bob created. Better late than never. Welcome to the family. And Bob said that Sheree was on a need-to-know basis. This is the look on all of our faces when we found out Bob has another daughter. Sheree had Martell taking pictures with Bob and their grandbaby as if she and Martell were in a serious relationship. Just in the last episode, Sheree couldn't define their relationship. She even argued with Sonia, saying that they hadn't been together long enough for Martell to cover the bill at her birthday dinner. But they have been together long enough for Martell to take pictures with her granddaughter, as if they're in a full-fledged relationship, as if they're a couple. That dynamic is strange and at times feels a bit staged. For all of you saying Kenya didn't have a storyline, she did. She probably had the biggest personal storyline of the season. Building a whole spa from the ground up. You wouldn't know this watching the show because Bravo didn't air any of it. Shaking my head. Hashtag RHOA. Well, Kenya should have taken the ladies to the spa instead of that failed Birmingham trip. Well, however, she tried to have her a moment also by requesting to speak with Martell. Either way, Kenya pulled Martell aside at the party to discuss their fight from the beginning of the season. I'm always going to have Sheree's back, Kenya explained to Martell. Now, I didn't know that she really liked Sheree like that. Well, the two ultimately called the truce and hugged it out. Hooray for healing. With the hatchet buried, Kenya claimed she stopped being shady toward Martell. We'll see how long that lasts. So y'all tell me what you think about this story, and as always, I thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.